Hey guys, it's Julian, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to work with these rave loops. I've been talking about these a lot on my channel recently. They're being used all across a lot of really popular styles of techno right now. You know, you've definitely heard them if you listen to anything from like Klangkünstler to Possession to Alignment, like that style that's very popular right now. And yeah, so today I'm going to be talking to you about how to work with them, because I think a lot of people think you just grab the kick, you grab a rave loop, and cool, you have a track. It doesn't really work that way, but if you know how to work with them, they're very effective and powerful in your track. Now, to go along with this video, I just dropped a new sample pack called 20 Hard Rave Techno Percussion Loops Volume 1. What it is it's exactly what I just said. It's 20 of these loops I've made all new for you guys here. So yeah, you can hear it's a bunch of these that you can drop right into your tracks and work with and make something really powerful with. You know, I wanted to give you guys just a nice collection of these because it can be hard to find these. You know, they're not all just like this. Like a lot of times when you do find these in some older sample packs, there's a lot that you can't use and then a few that are like this. I was trying to just set up a solid collection that you guys can use right now. All of these you can use to make tracks, and you can really get some strong stuff with this. So yeah, the link is at the top of the description to the sample pack. If you guys enjoy these videos, it really helps me out, so definitely go grab it. You get the 20 loops, plus I have some bonus melodies in here, and 10 bonus kicks. And I'm actually going to be using one of those today to show you how to use these. So yeah, links at the top of the description. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. Again, I don't make a whole lot just off of YouTube ads alone, but with these sample packs and stuff, I'm able to keep bringing you guys new videos every single day, showing you stuff like this that isn't out there on the internet. So yeah, thanks for the support, guys. Let's dive into the video. So right now, I have a kick loop set up. We're at 139 BPM. Pretty solid, and that's what you want to start with. So when you're making these, again, I think a lot of times people think that it's going to be like kick, rave loop, that's it. That's how you make this style of techno. But really what you're going to want to do is kind of use the rave loop for all of your like mid-range kind of like crunchy percussion, and then you're going to have some stuff on top of it kind of fortifying that. Plus, you can't do any of this if you don't have a solid kick to start with. So again, this is just one of mine from my pack. But yeah, you need this to all be sitting on top of a good kick. You shouldn't touch any of these until you have a kick. And again, that's why I included some kicks. Because the kick is always going to be the foundation. That kick and bass needs to work before any of this can work. So we've got this here. And then I would go straight from making your kick into bringing in this loop. I really like that one. Yeah, let's use that. That's got a lot of nice energy to it. And there we go. It's got a really nice groove to it. So yeah, that works really well there, and it's just fitting into that kind of like very particular space in the middle of the track where you need some movement, you need some energy, you also need some texture as well, you know, because if you just have like like a kick and a 909 hi-hat, for example, like that's going to get really dull, right? This is adding texture and movement to the track. And that's why you use a loop and don't just try to make it from scratch, because the loop is not just to make it easy, but it's because of the fact that, you know, that's adding textures and character to your sound that you just can't get otherwise. And you notice I still try to balance the kick to be the loudest thing. You know, I think a lot of people think, like, oh, what is the magical saturation and compression settings to get these sounds? It's not really that. It's actually just, like, really well-leveled stuff. You know, it's just always keeping that kick and bass as, like, the loudest thing. But yeah, so then, once we have that stuff, then there's only a few more things. But the first thing would just be like a nice main fat hi-hat. So we'll get one of these. I like that one, just like a nice deep one. And so again, we're kind of like fortifying the loop, right? Because the loop has a like something on the eighth notes, like on the upbeats, like what this is gonna be. But when we add this, see, it's just sitting so well over that. And now that loop is just perfectly grooving. But you still have this over top it, or over top of it, to make it feel. Yeah, that's adding to the groove. And this is ultimately what all of these drums are going to be about. It's not about just like, you know, how do we add all the different drum machine sounds. It's about like, these are very specifically chosen for a certain groove, right? Like even though we have something going boots, boots, boots inside of the loop, when we add this longer hi-hat on top of it, you can hear it just adds more groove to that, and it's going to make that feel a lot more exciting. So that's how you want to think about it. It's not just using a 909 hi-hat just to use it. It's the fact that that really adds to the groove. And then we can get a clap as well. And this is usually going to be like, if not the last thing, one of the last things. Let's do an 808 clap. There we go. Yeah, that one's good. Alright, and then we'll just put that on the 2 and the 4. And then we're going to take this, and we're going to put like a little bit of reverb on it. Like really subtle like that. And then we're actually going to distort it. Pitch it down a little. And there we go. Now you can hear that. Now we have a, right? We have our kick, our hi-hat, and our clap are all hitting pretty evenly. Right? The kick is huge, the clap is huge, and the hi-hat is huge. And then you just put the rave loop into that. And there you go. That's pretty much the groove. You know, maybe you could add in like a ride if you want to. I know these are a big part of these grooves, like just having like a... But that's pretty much how those are going to work. And again, I just want to make this to show you guys that, like, yes, you are using loops, so maybe you could say, oh, using loops is cheating or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's like, yeah, you are just dragging in a loop, but there's a lot of work here that you have to be not only skilled enough with production to do, but also just understanding what you're doing enough to get to the point where, like, your kick is going to be loud enough. Like, the loop isn't going to take over the whole mix. Like, these layers could still hit just as much as they need to. Like, that stuff, even though this is all simple, you know, there's no processing on the hi-hat, no processing on the loop. We pretty much just drag the loop out of my sample pack. It's so much more to it. And there's so much more art there that's not just like, oh, he just dragged the loop in. It's like, no, like, you have to really understand how this stuff works and understand the loop's place in the mix, or else it's all going to fall apart very quickly, I promise you. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Like I said in the beginning, you can get 20 hard Rave Techno percussion loops, Volume 1, right at the top of the description on my Bandcamp. Again, this is a really solid resource of 20 nice powerful loops in the style you can hear. They're all really solid. Again, I wanted to make a collection where you can really use every single one of these. None of these is just filler. It's all just really solid loops that you can use to make your own very interesting and new tracks. You know, I think this is one of the best resources on the market for this style right now. So definitely go grab that. Plus, you get the bonus kicks and the bonus melodies. Plus, you get to help me out. You know, if you guys enjoyed these videos, definitely go grab that. It really, really helps support me. And yeah, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the pack, and I will see you tomorrow with another video.